So the very important type of function is the one function and onto function. Let us know that what you mean by one function and onto function. Again, I am considering the two sets here. Both sets are non-empty set. In order to define a function or any relation, we need two non-empty sets. Okay, look here. Here I am considering A, B and C. Right? And here I am considering here 1 and 2 and 3. This is set A and set B. So now the element A is related to 1, B is related to 3 and C is related to 2. There is a function from set A to set B. Again, 1 is written as f of A, 2 is written as f of C and 3 is written as f of B. Here look here, A, B, C all are different. Different element of the domain having different images in codomain. Understand? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ A ಇದೆ, B ಇದೆ, C ಇದೆ. All are different. Their images 1, 2, 3 are also different. That means a function f from A to B such that the different elements of the domain having different images in codomain. That is called as one function. What we call it as one function. I'll give you another example here. Have a look here. This is set A. It containing the element A, B, C and D. I am considering another set here. That is B. There is a function f from A to B. I am considering 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Look here, A is related to 1, B is related to 2, C is related to 3, T is related to 4. Now it is also one function. Why? Because the different element of set A having different images in set B. That means nodi A, B, C, D all are different. Their images 1, 2, 3, 4 are also different. Such type of functions we call it as one function. Now next I will move to the next example here. Look here. This is A and this is B. I am going to define a function from set A to set B such a way that, look here, A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3. Now A is related to 1, B is related to 2, C is related to 2, D is related to 3. Here this is not a one function. Why? Because here B and C are different elements having the same image. Therefore this is not become a one function. Then what, sir? Can I treat like this? Every element of codomain has pre-images in the domain. Such functions we call it as onto function. What we call it as a onto function. ಹಾಗೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. This also an onto function. This also an onto function. Right? No. Just consider here. This is not an onto function. Why? Because the element file has no pre-image in the domain. Therefore, this is not an onto function. This is only a one function. This is both one and onto function. The function which is both one and onto functions we call it as bijective function. Bijective. ಏನು bijective ಅಂದ್ರೆ one is injective and another one is surjective. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. This is A, this is B. CN, GP and some example HNK. So CN going to teach relation and function, GP going to teach calculus, HNK going to teach some what we call it as vectors. We three peoples are different. We are taking the different chapters and also every chapters teached by any one of the teacher. That means CN teach relations, GP teach calculus, HNK teach vectors. That means ನೋಡಿ ಎರಡು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. So different elements of the domain having different images in codomain, therefore one function aito, and every element of the codomain has at least one pre-image in the domain, then it is also onto. So therefore any function which is both and onto function is called as bijective function. So in order to define our inverse trigonometric function, the function must be bijective. Why sir? Now if I consider this is x, this is y, there is a function, this is, therefore y can be written as, y is the image of x or y is a function of x, therefore this y can be written as f of x. Can I call like this? Okay, gamana kodi, since f is bijective function, both f and f inverse defined. F inverse is nothing but what? Inverse of the function which is defined from here to here. Where to where? This is from A to B. F inverse which is from B to A. Therefore, inverse of a function exists only when the given function is a bijective function. Hey sir, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So y is equal to f of x be any bijective function, then inverse of the function exists. F transfer ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? F inverse ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? Y. What is the remaining thing here? X. That means f inverse of y is equal to x, nothing but x is equal to f inverse of y. It is very clear that inverse of a function exists only when the given function is a bijective function. For example, ಈಗ sin x is a trigonometric function, sin inverse exist ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the given function sin x must be a bijective. Similarly, tan x is a trigonometric function, its inverse tan inverse exists only when the tan function is a bijective function. Similarly, rest of the things follows the same rule, right? So inverse of any function exists only when the given function is a bijective function.